Welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to finish off the styling of the campground show page. At the end of the last video, I mentioned some of the changes that we need to make that can't be addressed with pure Bootstrap. We need to add in some custom styles. So we need to change the width of this image here so that it takes up 100% of the thumbnail. We wanted to add some padding in here. This is what it should look like where we have padding, and you can see the image takes up the entire container. And to accomplish that, we could go into the show.ejs and add a style tag up here, but that's not really a great idea. So instead, we're going to add in our first custom style sheet. And to make that work, we're going to make a public directory, just like we did in an earlier lesson. So I'm going to make directory public, and then I'll make another directory inside of public. This one will be called style sheets. So public/style sheets. And we'll have another one eventually for our JavaScripts, the front-end JavaScript. And we'll hit enter. And then we're going to make a single file inside of style sheets, public/style sheets / and we'll call this main.css, just like that. Okay, now we want to open that up. So we'll open that file up, style sheets, main.css, and let's start by adding something really obvious in here, like setting the background color of the body to be purple, and save. And then we have to go ahead and get this connected. So in the app.js, we have to add a line in here where we do an app.use express.static. And then what we did last time was just add in public. But there's actually a slightly better way of doing it that I didn't want to show right away, but I'm going to show it now. All we have to do is add in __ dir name, directory name, plus /public. Dir name refers to the directory that this script was running. So let me show you what that looks like. If I just do a console.log __ dir name, just like that, and save and restart the server, notice what I get right here. This is the directory name, the whole path, workspace / YelpCamp / v5. So by adding dir name plus /public, we're just being safer, because if potentially somehow this changed, the current directory got weird, something happened that we weren't expecting, which hopefully never does, but if it did, dir name will always be the directory that the script lives in. So we're just being safer and adding /public, and it's just the more conventional way of doing it in Node. We won't see a difference at all. So we'll save, and we can get rid of this. And what we've done is added in our simple main.css, but we haven't linked to it yet. So we've served the public directory. We're now serving everything in that directory, which is really just a single folder, style sheets, and a single file, main.css. But now let's go link to that file. And let's do it on the header file. So I'm going to c9 views /partials /header. And then up top in the head, after Bootstrap, I'm going to add in another link tag. And this one is going to be href equals /style sheets /main.css. And then we'll also add in rel here to be style sheet. Okay, so we've now linked to, hopefully, our style sheet that we're now serving from the public directory. And let's test it out. If it worked, it will be on every single page, because, well, every page that has the header partial included. Let's test that out by just going to our landing page. There we go, it's all purple. And if we go to view all campgrounds, there's also a purple background. Totally up to you if you want to keep it as purple. I'm going to change it back, but I am going to add in the styles that we want. And those styles are going to affect thumbnails. So these are thumbnails as well as this thumbnail. We're going to make the image take up 100% of the width. So on both the show page and the index page, we want that to happen. So we can go back and change main.css. So we'll start by selecting all images inside of thumbnails. So we need .thumbnail, because it's a Bootstrap class, and then image tag with a space between them. That's all image tags inside of thumbnails. And then we just want to set the width to be 100%, just like that. And if we save and refresh, and let's go to a show page, you can see our image now takes up 100% of this thumbnail. Then we need to solve this padding issue, which is really easy to fix as well, where we want to get rid of that spacing. To do that, we need to select the thumbnail itself, the thumbnail div, and get rid of the padding, and just set it to be 0. So .thumbnail padding 0. Let's save. Keep your eye on this padding there. Now it's gone. And if we go back to our index page, you can see these are also now flush. We don't have any padding there either. I personally prefer it without the padding here, with no space in between, but it is a matter of personal preference. And if you do want that space back in there, what you can do is not apply these styles, this style in particular, to every single thumbnail. Instead, you could give, on our show page, you could give this thumbnail right here an ID or a special class, and then you would only apply this padding 0 to that class or to that ID. But I'm going to do it to all of them. And then the other issue we need to solve is the padding here. So inside of this caption full, if we inspect it, that's the div that we created. You can see right here, it's a div class caption full. We want to add some padding there. And the number we decided on in the last video was 9 pixels. So let me close the console, go back here, and I'm just going to select, rather than all caption fulls, I'm only going to select the caption fulls inside of a thumbnail. So dot thumbnail space caption full, and we'll give them padding of 9 pixels. Just like this. Save. Let's refresh the page. There we go. We get that spacing that we're looking for. All right, so that's all I wanted to do. Let's quickly recap what we accomplished. We made a new file, main.css, and we put that inside of the public directory inside of style sheets. And eventually we'll have more style sheets, one for the landing page in particular, and we'll also have JavaScripts that go in here as well. And then to actually use that public directory, we have to, in our app.js, tell Express to serve the public directory. And I showed you this __ dir name. And the very last thing was that we included it on the header file, which is right here. And we linked to it with /stylesheets/main.css.